Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Xlookup function in Excel. Let's get started. Xlookup is the next generation lookup function in Excel that has the functionality of both VLOOKUP as well as HLOOKUP without all their limitations. You can use the Xlookup function to perform either a vertical lookup or a horizontal lookup. The Xlookup function does not require the lookup value to be in the first column or row of a table, and it can return a default value when the match is not found instead of an error. Let's get started with our first example, which covers how to use the Xlookup function to perform a vertical lookup. If your data is organized into vertical columns, you can use the Xlookup function to search for a value in a column of your table and return a corresponding value from another column. Here, we have a table of data containing order information. We can use Xlookup to locate an order ID based on a particular product value. To get started, let's begin by entering the Xlookup command. As you can see, the Xlookup function can take up to 6 parameters. The first 3 are required and the second 3 are optional. The first parameter we'll enter is the value that we are trying to locate in the table. In our example, we want to search for the product called apples. The second parameter we'll enter is the range of cells that contain the product information. This is the second column of our table, so we'll enter the range B2 to B6. The third parameter we'll enter is the range of cells that contain the value we want to return. Since we want to return the order ID associated with apples, we'll enter the range A2 to A6. For the purposes of this tutorial, we'll only enter the first 3 required parameters and not any of the optional ones. Now let's see what our Xlookup function returns. You should see the order ID 10102 appear. 10102 is the order ID that corresponds to the product name apples that we search for. Next, let's cover how to use the Xlookup function to perform a horizontal lookup. Let's go to Sheet 2 and look at our same order information transpose, with the data organized in rows instead of columns. So again, we'll start with our Xlookup command. For the first parameter, we'll enter 10104, which is the order ID that we are searching for. For the second parameter, we'll enter B1 to F1, which is the range of cells that contain the order ID information. For the third parameter, we'll enter the range of cells that contain the value we want to return. Since we want to return the product name associated with the order ID 10104, we will enter the range B2 to F2. Now let's see what our Xlookup function returns. You should see the product name strawberries appear. Strawberries is the product that corresponds to the order ID 10104. This covers a few simple examples of how to use Excel's Xlookup function. Thanks for watching. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content like this.